Hello. Hi, everyone. Uh, you guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Yes, right. Okay. My name is Dev Barta, and I'm having around 12 years of experience in IT field, and especially in SAP Security and GR. That's all, guys. Okay, we will see. I will tell main concept of SAP and why we are using SAP and what is the important and demand, why it is caused as a demand in the market, like how it is become. See, do you guys know about anything about ERP packages in softwares? ERP. Did you guys heard about this ERP? What is meaning? What is the meaning of ERP? Nora? No or yes? Yes, right? Yes. Hello? No. Okay. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning means enterprise means it's a business. In a business, resource means employees. Planning means how the plan will work out with these employees to run a business. I will give you an example. See, you all know about the Big Bazaar, right? Big Bazaar will be having so many items for sale, and people will be going and buying, and after buying they will be paying the amount and give the bill and they will take the items. So this is the process will happen in entire supermarkets. So in this, like, some people will have access to give take the items and take the items and give the bills and take the money and give the goods to the uh, customers. So for them, there is a access restriction. They can only take the items and take the bills. And there are some other employees. They will be arranging the items in a sequence way. So they will be like, all the soaps, shampoos, vagara, vagara, so many items will be there. They will be arranging that. So here in SAP, how it will work. For some users, they will have access to only give the bills. For some users, they will only arrange the goods. For some people, they will be checking your, like when you enter into Big Bazaar, they will check your body, scan the body. And some users, when you go out, before going out, they will check the body. That means they have the access restrictions. Access restriction means that is called a business segregation of duties. Segregation of duties in the sense, if you are a SAP security consultant means you will be restricting all the employees in the Big Bazaar for billing purpose. Billing persons, they will have restriction for only billing. They can't do anything else. Okay. For security person only, they will check the persons who are entering into the Big Bazaar. So this is in software IT field. SAP security is a very keen module. It's like, very important module, because no coding is required, no programming is required, but the value for the security persons is very high. Any person in the company, if they join into the company, first they will go and talk to the reception, saying that I have got an offer, I want to meet the manager. So in the reception person, they will give you access to go to the manager. Once you reach the manager, then he will provide the access to get the laptop or computer. Once you get the computer, then manager will say, this guy is newly joined into our company, please provide access in the software, saying that like you will be belonging to the one module. Like in business, we will be having accounts section, material management session, manager session, there are so many employee levels will be there. Normal employee will work under a manager. Manager will report to the higher manager. Higher manager will report to the CEO. So the normal employee cannot talk to the directly to CEO. Okay, so that restrictions we will provide. That is what our duty. You guys are understanding what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
You are understanding, right? So what is SAP security roles and responsibilities means, like our job is very simple, and we will be using some 20 to 30 transaction codes. No programming knowledge is required, only user user level restriction, role level restriction. User in the sense whoever is joined in the company, we will provide the user ID and password. Like your bank access also restricted with user ID password. Nobody else can log in. If they know your password, they can log into the your bank account. But who will provide that password and user ID? Like we are the persons who provide the password. Okay. For first, what we are talking is like, introduction to ERP. ERP, I told, like enterprise resource planning. The planning will will be taken care by SAP software. Okay. There are so many versions are came up in SAP. That is from 3.5 to 4.5, 4.5 to 6.5 now. R3 6.5 is running. So our duty is only restricting the user access. Whatever the module they are belong to, whoever it is, manager or even CEO also has to come to us for any access related. When they try to log into system, they have to just check with us if the password is not working. That means not in the system. It's in the software level restrictions we are providing. Okay. So for this module, no need of any programming knowledge and no need of any coding language knowledge is required. You just have to perform only two tasks. One is user restriction and role restrictions we will be providing. What do you call role? Role means we'll be in like if you go into deep into security, we will be seeing the screens of roles creation, types of roles, like how you will be restricting. These things will be deep down. I will be explaining that. Okay. And today only just I'm giving a brief discussion like introduction about the ERP packages, how companies are using ERP packages, and how important is our security role. You can see I have mentioned here GRC and SAP Security. GRC and security, I have put the heading here, right? So you guys heard about this GRC? No, right? Hello? I don't think so. You heard about GRC. GRC also a third-party tool which is supporting for the security SAP Security, where we can use the third-party tools, and we will be providing. We are using it for the providing the access to the end users, and end user access restriction also provided by this GRC. Okay. So why we need security for companies means, yes, we need security for all the companies. Even for a big house also, we need a security person outside it, and he will be checking who are you, why you came here, what is the purpose, if it is allowed or not, the entry, taking entry to the user, like person who is coming. So it's a normal in general also. For the big companies, it's more important. So that restriction we will be setting, like whoever is logging into the system, we will be observing what he is doing, like whether he is a capable person or is a responsible person to perform that activity or not. If not, we will be restricting that access to the person whoever logging into the system. So without our knowledge, nobody, even CEO of the company also can't log into the system without our permission. That means we will be providing, we will be granting the access, that you will be creating that CEO user ID and password up to what level he can see the system. That will be done by you. So you are the main keen person in the company. The roles and responsibilities are very small, but it's very important for every person in the company. So that's why we are having a demand in the market for the security consultants, SAP security consultants. There is a more demand and big opportunity in the market. And you guys are thinking like what and all the knowledge needed for this to learn the course. Means I will tell you, like if you are done with any degree or a BTech or MBA, anything is okay. And this is a technical troubleshooting technology you are learning. So for this communication also, very like if it is 10 out of 5 is also communication is okay, because you will not be interacting with any users. You will be getting the issues, like they will be raising some issues in a ticketing tool. We call it as a ticketing tool. The tickets will be distributed to the entire team. So if a 10 tickets comes to your security team, so 2 tickets will be assigned to you. So in that tickets, the information will be given like, hi, I am so and so person, I am having a problem to log into system. My user ID is this, and my module is this. Module means SAP got so many modules like SAP, FICO, Fury, HANA. There are so many bases. There are so many modules. All the modules will come to you only if they get any access issue. So based upon their module and based upon their roles and responsibilities, you will be checking their access by using some small, some hardly like 4 to 5 T codes only. You will be using regularly and taking the issues on your name and working on them. And then you will be responding in the ticketing tool only, giving the solution. Hey, dude, this issue is resolved now. Kindly check your access and let me know if you have any still you are facing any access issue. So that communication will be done in the ticketing tool, and they will be checking the ticket, then they will be checking their access. Once the access is fixed, they say thank you for your support, the issue is fixed now. That's all, your job will be done. So this is like this type of task will be done by entry level security consultants. Like if you are 3 years experienced also, 3 to 5 years experienced also, if you put as a fake experience, or however you manage the experience for 3 years and you join into a company, then the work will be same, cool, no tension, nothing. So you will be working for an hour. It's like a 10-hour job. You will be working hardly for 4 to 5 hours, then rest of the will be relaxing. So cool job, no tension. You will be treated as a security consult in the company, and you will be having a weightage to your job. And the salaries hikes will be there if you are good performer and good communication. And the decision making skills, decision making skills is the more important in IT field. And also decision making is one part and the communication is the sharpest part. You need to have a communication if you growing into this security consultant field. So for any doubts, any doubts? Shall I move to the next one? Why, what needs to be secured? So the next part is what needs to be secured. So not only the access we are securing. That means like you will be securing the user access, and then also the so that the see some business will be there. So you buy some 10 items. So I will tell you one small example, like Big Bazaar only. So Big Bazaar not only secure the access and also maintains the material. See, they got some 100 shampoo bottles today. So the entry will be entered into the SAP software. The 100 bottles in the morning they open the shop and they sold out of something around 80 bottles, and the leftover with the 20 bottles. And tomorrow again the store has to open. So SAP will be capturing this. So today we got the 100 bottles, and end of the day we sold 80 bottles, and rest is 20 bottles. So that means the sale is like this, goes for another 2 weeks. How much stock we have to keep? How much the investment we need to invest on that shampoos? And then the sale goes like this only continuously 1 week, means how much profit we are getting. So this much calculation this SAP software will do. So we should not allow any person to take that leftover 20 bottles without the bill. That security also we will provide. That is material management. So nobody should take without the invoices. That means you are a accountant, means in that big bazaar, you can raise a fake bill and say that these 20 bottles out of 20 10 bottles sold to somebody, some other person, they have not paid the amount, so we will keep it as a credit for 10 bottles. So like that they can do. So but with the security, SAP security, that cannot be done, because the accountant can see only the accounts. They can't raise the invoices. That means billing section will be separate and the account section will be separate. So he cannot access the billing. So that restriction also we can provide. So not only the employees, and also the goods restriction, and also the billing restriction, and also the sales restriction. Everything will be segregation of duties, we call it as. So that person cannot enter into this department. So this department cannot enter the other department. So the department wise we will separate. Nobody can they can see you raise the invoices, I will approve the invoices. That cannot be possible. So that is what the weightage of the ERP packages in the market. And not only ERP, means we have SAP, Oracle, there are so many other ERP packages out there, but the cost wise the SAP is little low, and everything very friendly to use. So that's why market is more interested in using the SAP. So they will be taking the SAP. Once a market is taken SAP into their business, we will be taking care of, for the we are the first persons taking care of the what and all we have to restrict. We will talk to the business. We will say this business will be restricted like this, and we will be taking the instructions from the business saying that this will be taken care by this module. I will be like going deep into the subject. You will be understanding these all things. Okay guys, so you all guys, any doubts or anything, any questions for me to ask about this SAP security? What is the roles and responsibilities? I have explained how the ERP is introduced into the market, why it is demand like in the market to use the ERP, and how you are restricting the access for the employees, and also why we need the security. I explained, and what needs to be secured also I have explained. So you guys have any doubts?
Does it require any scripting or something?
Voice is very low. Can you guys talk to me little
Yeah.
louder?
Does it require any scripting as part of security?
See, scripting is required, and that will be like we will be having, we will be using some scripts. Like when you create a user, you will be creating the user first name, last name, email ID, and initial password, and also user group, and also the roles we have to assign. For one user, this many steps you have to follow.
Okay.
Suppose in a circumstances like in some scenarios, you will be asked to create some 100 users.
Hmm.
So that time we will be writing a script saying that we'll be putting all the data into an Excel,
Okay.
100 user IDs and the first name and last name of their IDs, and then the email ID for the 100 users, and then roles, what roles to be assigned. We will be putting it in a Excel sheet. Then we'll be writing a script by using one transaction code. First, we will be writing a script saying that first for one user you will be creating first name, last name, user ID, user group, and roles. You record that session,
Okay.
and we will record that session, and we will ask the system to, we will modify that recorded script. We will ask the system to repeat this by looking into the Excel for 100 users. So every time user will go into the system, create one user, come out and pick the second user, and go into the system, put the required details, and come out, and then third user, blah blah blah. It goes up to the 100. So it will be
Okay.
done. It is a small script, that is very simple script. So in that type of scenarios, you will be using script. That won't be necessary. In very rare cases, it will come.
Okay.
So if you are experienced like me, then you will be given access to do these type of tasks, but
Okay.
not for the freshers like you guys.
Sure. Thank you.
And any more doubts? First of all, you guys are understood like what is SAP, what is ERP, what is SAP security person's roles and responsibilities.